promoter, Jim Allen. This man will earn $11 million for his next job. And this man will earn $13 million for his next job. Tommy the Hitman Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard meet on June the 12th at Caesars Palace, Las Vegas. Neither of them will be there for the money. Why is the fight with Sugar Ray Leonard so important to you?
That's the most important thing in my life. Money is very important, but to defeat Ray Leonard is more important to me than actually the dollar itself.
I'm only doing what I enjoy doing, and that's competing, and that's boxing, and that's defeating. I love that.
So we've got to test Hearns' stamina. That's a good right hand, and he really swayed from that one. And Leonard sensed it. He saw it in Hearns' eyes.
Both fighters have been called the greatest. They met 8 years ago. Leonard won. It was a classic fight. This time, it's going to be a war.
Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas the Hitman Hearns are going to war.
That's how an over-eager publicity campaign, only too aware of doubts over the fighter's current reputation, is trying to sell the fight. Both fighters are now in their 30s. They've been knocked down in their last fights and are said by some to be past their best.
Now he's just got a standing target at times there, Hearns. Oh, what do you think of this?
Despite all this, no one can deny this fight is special. This is the Kronk Gym in downtown Detroit, and inside here, Tommy the Hitman Hearns is training. He was brought up in this neighborhood, and despite the fact that he's now a multi-millionaire and has won numerous world titles, he still chooses to live and work in a city which even New Yorkers call rough. It's places like this which have helped create the no pain, no gain tag in boxing.
Right now we are presently 4 world champions training here at the same time, in addition to a string of undefeated upcoming prospects.
Temperatures are kept well over 100. Training is relentless and the competition fierce.
I'm the top man at Kronk. This guy would never be the top man at Kronk. So don't you ever say that. All right? You hear me? You hear me, sir?
Welcome to Palm Beach, Florida. It's quite a cool day today. It's only about 80 degrees, and we're here at the PGA Sheraton Hotel Resort. Quite a place. There's a game of croquet going on over there, a golf club, buggies thrown in with every round, and there's even a jacuzzi in the hotel lobby. And that tent over there, well, that tent is a boxing gym. Just one guess who's training in there. Sugar Ray Leonard prefers to prepare here in front of 600 enthusiastic holidaymakers who've paid $5 a head just to get a glimpse of the all-American hero.
This is stimulating to me. I don't need to go into an old, smelly gym to get in shape. I don't need to create an aggression to be motivated. I'm an athlete, I'm competitive, and it's self-explanatory.
The two training camps are as different as the two men. Sugar Ray is a master in the ring, but he's just as skilled outside, winning over the press and wooing the public.
I just told the press this fight is dedicated to Sugar Ray Robinson.
Hardly surprisingly, Sugar Ray's winning ways, good looks and personality have made him one of America's top celebrities, earning millions from personal appearances and commercials. Tommy Hearns just can't compete. He can only really express himself in the ring. It really hurts Tommy that despite everything he has achieved, he was the first man to win 4 and then 5 world titles at different weights, he's still forced to live in the shadow of Sugar Ray. Do you hate him?
I don't particularly hate him. I dislike him. I don't have no great love for him at all.
Are you obsessed about him? One paper said you were obsessed about him.
Pretty much so, yes, I am obsessed about him.
Is he obsessed about you in the same way?
I doubt it. I doubt it. Ray thinks this is all of a game. You know, all a big happening, just a big happening game. But it's not. I'm very, very serious about what's going on.
Do you feel differently about any opponents that you've gone in against? Duran, Hagler, Hearns, do you have any different feelings about them?
I like all my guys. I think they're great. They're fantastic, very cooperative.
What unites them is their ability to come out on top in the toughest sport.
There's something inside of him that comes out, and you won't see it in the gym, and you won't see it when he's warming up, but there's something that comes out of him when he's put in a stressful situation. And people normally react one of two ways. Either they collapse and totally panic, or they totally focus and bring up something that they didn't even know they had. And he has that quality, and it's rare.
Tommy stood out from the many hopefuls even as a youngster.
And if you say, well, Thomas, you don't have to box today. You can just go, skip rope or do something. He would go catch the bus and go home. He liked the box.
Now, for both of them, everything is staked on this one fight, their futures, as well as how they will be remembered in boxing history. It could be Hearns' last chance.
For me, for Thomas Hearns, the biggest factor for me now is to defeat Ray Leonard, to prove to the world that I am a better fighter than Ray Leonard.
Tommy and Ray are coming to the end of their careers, even if they don't want to face it. The loser of this one will have nowhere to go. A whole range of emotions and thoughts will fill the fighters' minds even before they clamber into the ring. You're one of the few fighters who's actually admitted to being gripped by fear before you go and fight. What feelings do you have, and how do you overcome those?
Well, I think it's not a matter of fear of the opponent himself, but fear is just the anticipation of the actual event, anticipation of reality. We all have that same fear, but there are those that won't admit that.
I gotta be a positive person.
You have no room for fear?
No room for fear at all. Strictly business.
Those few minutes we saw when you get in the ring and the crowd roars and everything, what actually goes through your mind? What do you think about?
Nothing. Total blank. I don't think about anything until I see my opponent, and it's all concentrated upon him. I create my own scenario of him.
When you're training for fight, are you thinking about him, or are you just thinking about a fight and thinking about getting fit?
I actually think about this man. Basically, every thought has this man in my thought. And I want to demolish that. I want to get that out and erase that thought out of my mind.
What sort of things go through your mind?
Just basically the fight and just the thing that he defeated me, and I know that he cannot beat me. Those are the type of things that constantly play back and forth in my mind.
If you took a beating...
No. Another question.
You won't talk about that at all?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not true.
You never will?
I don't think about being shot because I know I'm not shot. I know I can go in this boxing game as long as I want to go and be victoriously, as long as I want to be victoriously in this game.
When you actually beat a man, when you got to Lalonde, do you actually enjoy that moment when you actually pummel the guy into submission?
Unfortunately, because of the nature of my sport, these things happen. But I'm in there never to hurt anyone. I'm in there to defeat my opponents. It just so happens that it's all relative that some guys must be defeated by decision or either knockout. And for me, I am a competitive athlete. I go on that with one intention, defeat.
Are you an aggressive guy?
I'm cocky, a little cocky.
For one of these great fighters, their next bout will probably be the last. In and out of the ring, I can only see one winner. Everyone's very good at predicting your future, and some people say it's going to end in tears. When you look into the future, how do you see your career ending?
Happily ever after.
Heavyweight contest.